The race for the top four is on. The race for the top four is blown wide open, and here we go. It's TK24 Sports. I'm Ty Knight, and thanks for watching. You ready? Here we go. But before we do that, actually, make sure you like, subscribe, turn that notification so you do not miss a show every time we upload. Now here we go. Okay, for the race for the top four is blown wide open. Arsenal somehow has found themselves in contention. Yes, I'm saying this right. In contention to get to the top four, but I will say this right now. There's not much in it. Between 24 points and 29 points, there's not much in it to get into the contention and conversation of the top four. Now, the teams I'm going to be talking about right now are going to be Spurs, Everton, Chelsea, and Arsenal. Those are the teams I'm thinking, they have a chance of breaking into the top four. Oh, hold on, there's one more. Yes, Leicester City. Leicester City have a chance also of securing a place in the top four. But you're going to be saying, Ty, hold on, 1 second. I swear I saw a thumbnail for a show that's coming up at 3 o'clock. Yeah, that's right, a bit of a plug there for the title contenders. So wouldn't the title contenders then also be in more of a shout for the top four than the people chasing for the top four? No, because I've already explained that in that show. So make sure you check that show out. Yes, 3 o'clock coming out today. And that's quite explosive, actually, that one. But back to this one, because we're talking about for the race for the top four. And here is why for a quick guide to it. People chasing the top four does also determine who wins the Premier League. If you haven't figured that one out by now, where have you been? Do you even watch football? Do you follow football? Have to ask. Not being rude when I say that, but that sounds like I'm being rude, but I'm not being rude. But anyway, let's go. The teams chasing for the top four affect a lot of things. They affect who can get relegated. They can affect who can actually win the league because they are chasing that prize. They not maybe be well equipped to win the Premier League, but they could be equipped to get the fourth, third place, sometimes second as well. But what also happens when the teams are chasing for the league title, sometimes they implode. So the people that are behind them who are not chasing for the Premier League sometimes sneak in and get those points when people are not even expecting it to happen. Now, I will say this. Arsenal are the real underdogs to even make a not even a title charge, a challenge for the top four. Do I think they'll make it? I don't know. But I will say Leicester are in for a good chance right now. So the people that's in the hunt for the top four are these two teams at this moment in time, Leicester and Spurs. Maybe Everton because they're in that position now. I think they believe they're fifth as we talk right now. But when you look at it, Chelsea and Arsenal are the ones who are on the outside looking in, but they are in this hunt. Yes, you do have Southampton above them. Yes, you do have Wolves as well. Yes, you do have other teams in front of them, but those teams may happen, may not, but I think it will. They will start to slowly dwindle down. And the reason why I'm saying this right now is because it's only 17 games played in a damn league. Arsenal played one more, of course, with a game in hand, because they just played tonight against Crystal Palace, which they drew 0-0, and that was really boring. So that's why I'm kind of not putting Arsenal for a slim chance, should I say. But I'm not putting them as outright favourites to really make it. I think they'll be on the outside looking in, but they are in the hunt. I do believe they'll just gather momentum and they'll rack up the results that's needed to make a charge for it. I think the same thing for Chelsea, but then again, if Lampard is going to be there, and I still think he's going to lose his next 2 games, because remember, he's got Fulham coming up. So I think there could be a new manager in, and they do the new manager. I'll slow this part down. Should they do a new manager, should Roman pull the trigger, that could also scupper their season. 250 odd million spent, manager's gone, new manager in, new ideas, could kick these guys into life, could actually make a difference for them pushing for a top 4 finish rather than a league title charge. They're out of that conversation altogether. Moving on then to Everton and Leicester. I'll get to Spurs very quickly. Everton and Leicester, they could also throw some spanners in the works. They could. But you remember last season with Brendan Rodgers when he actually kind of lost it again. And pretty much he's got his track record, hasn't he, in the Premier League? He lost it with Liverpool. He lost it with Leicester last season. They was, shooing for the top 4, and then they started losing games, drawing games, losing games, drawing games, couldn't get the wins together. Then they imploded at the end. Everton have been the surprise package this year, but then they got an experienced manager in, didn't they? They got Carlo Ancelotti. I mean, hey, this man is special. The man is special. The man has won titles. The man has won Champions League. He has credentials on his CV. He built his own CV. He is the man. But is he going to be the man to get Everton over the line? Carlo could go to his board and say, listen, I think I need 2-3 more players. And that board will say, do you know what? We'll give you those 2-3 players, because not only could you then get the top 4, you may make a sneaky charge for the title. Maybe make a sneaky charge for the title. Bear in mind, Everton do have history in the league, top flight league, shall I say. I'm not going to say Premier League, top flight league. If you're not too sure about Everton and you're thinking, man, Ty, they're a small club, go and check their history. They have more top flight league titles than these teams I'm going to mention. They have more than City, they have more than Chelsea. They damn well have more than Spurs, they have more than Leicester. Did you know that Everton are the 4th most successful team in the league for winning top flight league titles? If you didn't know that, then this goes to show, do you know your football history? Now, I'm not saying Everton's going to go and win the league, but I'm saying they have a chance of making the top 4. But maybe I've just contradicted myself for what's going to happen at 3 o'clock when you watch that show today. So make sure you watch that show anyway. But before we get into the next part of Spurs, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on that notification so you do not miss a show every time we upload. Now, let's go and talk about Spurs. Jose Mourinho has, oh my God, he's got a task in his hand. At one point, he's looking at the title, but the other one is like, oh, do I just really need to get top 4? Which one do I really need? If I get top 4, I'm going to get more money, buy some more players, get some other players out. But then if I go for the league, then I become league champion. Oh my God, which one do I want more? For me, Spurs should just concentrate on going for the top 4. Not because I'm an Arsenal fan, not because I don't want to see Spurs win the league. I just think if they go for the league and they focus so much on that, they can implode too. Actually, do you know what? Go for the league, Spurs. Jose, go for the league. Go for the league. I want to see you guys implode. I want to see you guys have a meltdown and watch Jose just lose it because certain things don't go his way. But here it is, guys. The top 4 race is on. The top 4 race is on. It's only 17 games gone. This is going to be an amazing season. We're not looking at the upcoming fixtures for these teams. There's no point. It's 17 games. But what we do know is this. The lowest team that's still chasing for the top 4 is now on 24 points. The teams in conversation, if in the top 4, obviously United are leading by 36, but they're not in this conversation. You then have Spurs at 29 points. Then I think you got Everton at 29 points, and you got Chelsea at 26 points. It's wide open. It's 17 games. The top 4 race is on. Who have you got your money on? Leave your comments below. Thank you for watching. I'm Ty Knight, TK24 Sports. Like, subscribe, turn that notification on so you do not miss a show. See you soon.